What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr, and today I am bringing you a test and combo video for the Red Eyes Primite profile I showed you all the other day. So you smashed the video way above 50 likes in the first 24 hours, so I thought I'd bring you a randomized demo test hand so you can see exactly how this deck wants to operate and how it tries to achieve its out goal. So with all of that out of the way, please smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and continue to show this content love. With all of that out of the way, we're going to shuffle up, we're going to cut up, and we're going to draw our opening hand of 5, being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if you ever wanted Metal Morphs, now you got it. So what we'll do here is we'll reveal either one of our Metal Morph monsters, being the Swordsman or the Red Eyes Black Full Metal. Probably going to go for the Black Full Metal to grab us direct access to the Max Metal Morph. So which is quite important because this is going to get us access to, there we go. So we set the Metal Morph, which I'll do in 2 seconds once I've put the Red Eyes mat back in. There we go, set the Max Metal Morph. We've then got the ability to activate the Red Eyes Insight if we want to, but I'm actually going to hold back on that. I don't need to use that right now. We can then go, so send a face down card we control to the grave, special on this card from the hand. If it's normal or special, then you have Max Metal Morph in the field or grave, and a Metal Morph trap from the deck or grave back to the hand. So we're just going to loop our Metal Claw. So we'll go Metal Claw, send in our Max Metal Morph, just double check that it sends for cost. Yeah, it sends us cost. And then on normal special, because we've got Max Metal Morph in the graveyard, we get to add it back to the hand. So we add this back to the hand, set the Max Metal Morph, activate the Max Metal Morph, being able to tribute a face-up monster, especially on a monster from the deck that can't be normal summoned or set, and that will give us direct access to our Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. There we go, now this is equipped to this. We'll go normal summon our Black Metal Dragon. Now, in an ideal scenario, I actually don't even think I need to do this early, to be honest. I can actually save that if I want to. But the idea would be, in an ideal scenario, I would now need to go Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, link that off. Black Metal Dragon lets us add a Red Eyes card from deck to the hand. So you'd probably add your Red Eyes Full Metal, but we're going to add our Red Eyes Black Meteor instead. Then we're going to use our Red Eyes Black Meteor to send our, well, we could technically send Dark Magician, but we're going to send Red Eyes Black Dragon from the deck to the grave. And then special on this card from the hand, and then increase its level by 1. During the main phase, except the turn a card it was sent to the graveyard, you get to banish this card from the grave to add Red Eyes Fusion. So we're just going to get the Black Meteor to the field. I'm going to link these two off. These two will then go into a Heretic Seals. Then we can activate the Red Eyes Insight, send a Red Eyes from the deck to the grave. So we're going to send another Red Eyes Black Dragon. Then we add a Red Eyes Spell or Trap. We don't need to add Red Eyes Fusion because we're going to get that a little bit later on anyway. So we're going to add our Return of the Red Eyes. There we go, that goes there. And then as long as we control a Red Eyes monster, which we do have with Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon, we get to target a normal monster in our graveyard and special summon it. And if this card in our possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you get to target a Red Eyes monster in the grave, accept itself, and special summon it. But the idea is that we get to set the Return of the Red Eyes, constantly going to have the ability to keep bringing back Red Eyes, which is great. And we're going to hold on to the Metal Flame Swordsman because, let me just double check, I'm pretty sure this can add a card that mentions Max Metal Morph from the deck to the hand, except itself. So we could, if we wanted to, reveal this and grab ourselves a Metal Claw. We just got to open up everything we needed to. So at this moment in time, our Red Eyes Black Full Metal, it gains 400, so it's a base of 38. It can't be destroyed by spell or monster effects, and your opponent cannot target it with monster effects or spell card effects, which is really quite important. And then when your opponent activates a card effect, quick effect, negate the activation, and inflict damage to your opponent. So this is currently equipped with this. This is currently set, and then we've got the Heretic Seals. And this is all about Primites. If we open up Primite and a route to get to, well, we didn't even really need the route to get to our Red Eyes Meteor. But what I'm trying to show you now, as I'll play for my opponent's turn, is I can activate this whenever I want to. Just brings me back a Red Eyes, which is more important if you do have Drill Beam, which is great. Use Heretic Seals. Heretic Seals can then get us, I mean, it could get us Magnum if we want it to, but we don't really need it to get us Magnum. You can pretty much get any Red Eyes monster you want. Let's go with Magnum, just so we can search out the Primite during the draw phase. During the end phase, sorry. Cool, and then we've got the negate off the back of the Red Eyes Black. And then as we move to the end phase, just check there's nothing more that needs to be resolved. No. End phase, we just resolve the Magnum. This will then give us access to the Primite. Dragon, Ether Barrel. Draw for turn, Primite Fusion, nice. And now, what you've opened yourself up to is you're completely free to do whatever you need to. We can activate Return of the Red Eyes, bring back Red Eyes Black Dragon, and then we can also an Ether Barrel and then we go down that route of play. Or, if you just want to keep it super simple, you just get to banish your Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. So, you can only use each effect once per turn, but you get to banish this card from the graveyard to add a Red Eyes Fusion. Except the turn it was sent to the graveyard. So it gives us access to, I think I'll put the barrel in the graveyard. There you go. So this will give us access to Red Eyes Fusion, wherever it may be. There we go. Activate Red Eyes Fusion, send in your last Red Eyes Black Dragon, plus Dark Magician. Or, if you want to, you can just send the level 6 or higher. So, any of those two. So, any of that mixture. And then you get to go into Meteor. Meteor could send and burn. Or, I'd be amazed if you choose to go any other route down here. You'd actually go into your Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Dragoon then has plenty of discard fodder in the hand. You've got your max Metamorph negation set up. You've got Return of the Red Eyes that will let you summon during your opponent's turn as well. Not that you need it, but this was made with Red Eyes and Dark Magician. So effect, pop, burn, effect, pop, burn. And then you've got 38, 3k. This is on 0, so this is not doing anything for you. But then you've got 24 in there. So should be well and truly game. And if you didn't have access to Red Eyes Fusion, you still had Ether Barrel and all the other plays you could do there as well. So pretty good with what it can push through. Now obviously it is Red Eyes. I'm not saying like Red Eyes is main meta. I still feel that the biggest issue I have with Red Eyes is that it's a burn. Like, the theme of Red Eyes is burn. And, you know, Red Eyes Flare Metal, burn. Red Eyes Full Metal, burn. And Red Eyes Meteor, burn. It's like, even the Infernal Flame, is it the spell card as well, also burns. It's like, ugh. If burn wasn't such a frowned upon thing in Yu-Gi-Oh!, I think that we would have got a lot more Red Eye support, in my opinion. But, yeah, burn is not nice. Anyway, let's move on to the next test hand going first. This time, starting off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, at least we get access to Lordy Load this time. So, when this is activated, you add a Primite card from the deck to the hand. And this is the benefit. Now we don't have access to the Black Metal Dragon, we still have another normal summon in the form of our Ether Barrel. So we've got the ability to go normal summon Ether Barrel, and with this one, let me just double check if we've got a way to bring back. Yeah, we do have a way to bring back a normal monster. So let's go with Ether Barrel for Drill Beam. You could go for Primite Fusion if you want to. It's entirely up to you. We're going to set the Drill Beam. Then what we can do here is you could use your Meteor. You're going to send could send Dark Magician again. We're just going to send Red Eyes Black Dragon. Link these two together. Go into Hieratic Seals. We can then use Red Eyes Insight. Send Red Eyes. Grab us Return of the Red Eyes. We can then use the second effect of Lordy Load. Let's get the third and final. Ooh. No, let's not get the third. Do we want the third and final? We probably do. Actually, no, we don't. We'll just bring back a Red Eyes with the Primate Lordy Load. It's probably the safest way of doing it. And then pass our opponent's turn. Now, this might not look like a lot, but quite like the first one, we've played under Nibiru. And then we've got the ability to go, okay, during our opponent's turn, Return of the Red Eyes. Bring back Red Eyes. We've then got Hieratic Seals. This time we've already got Magnemute, so what do we go for? Let's go for the Black Metal Dragon. We can then summon down Magnemute. We've then got Drill Beam, as we control 2 normal monsters, so it's not as easy to out these as well. So we've got the Drill Beam. We end the turn. Magnemute resolves. In this time, what we're going to go for is we're going to go for... You can either go for your Red Eyes Full Metal, or you go... sorry, that's a machine. You can't go for that. You just go directly for your Red Eyes Claw. So we come back to our turn. Draw phase. Standby phase. Add back Ether Barrel. Still going to normal summon down the Ether Barrel. Add yourself your Primite Fusion, or set your Primite Fusion to be exact. There we go. Set the Primite Fusion. We'll do this one without Red Eyes Fusion. And then what you get to do is you get to add back the Drill Beam. So now what you've got to do is clear off some space, which is completely easy to do. So we're going to use Primite Ether Barrel's effect. We're going to tribute this off. We're going to send Dark Magician this time from deck to the grave. And then, let me just kind of check some spaces off. Let's turn our Black Metal Dragon into Striker Dragon. Black Metal Dragon's effect is going to trigger. This is going to grab us our... Wait, no. Yeah, grabs us our Red Eyes Black Full Metal. Reveal our Red Eyes Black Full Metal, putting it back into the deck, but giving us access to Max Metamorph. Then we get to use our Red Eyes Claw, send in the Max Metamorph effect to reset the Max Metamorph. Activate the Max Metamorph, tribute off your Red Eyes because you can bring it back with your Return of the Red Eyes. And then, what am I going for? There we go. Going to our Red Eyes Full Metal. Still got the Primite Fusion. Activate the Primite Fusion, put back Dark Magician, and then put back a level 7. I think it can actually be 6, or does it have to specifically be 7? Yeah, level 7 or higher dragon. So specifically you have to put back your Red Eyes Black Dragon, which is fine. Then you get to go into your Dark Magician, the Knight of Dragon Magic. Switch your Magnumite to attack. Yes, switch the Magnumite to attack because that wasn't the one that came off of Seals. Primite Fusion's gone. And then we can switch our Red Eyes to attack. And then all of these now do piercing, which is crazy. You could go into an SP Little Knight if you want. So if you're like, okay, cool, well, my opponent has a wall up, but there's a card I want to get rid of, I would probably link off the Red Eyes. No, you can't use link off the Red Eyes. Link the Magnumite off to go into an SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight would then banish. And then, what you've got the ability for, I don't think there's any point in using the Lordy Load. No, I think that's pretty much good to go. You could technically summon down your second Black Meteor by sending Red Eyes because this is a different turn. And the benefit of that one is you just get a stronger monster onto the field, like another monster onto the field. But then all of these do piercing. This will then let you burn, and if your opponent activates anything, they're going to burn even more. So, and then you still got the Drill Beam for the follow-up. You still have the Red Eyes. It's just, yeah, quite powerful. Now, going second. Now, this is where Red Eyes Fusion kind of comes in clutch, because if your opponent negates your Red Eyes Fusion, you go, okay, now I'll do normal plays. So the only thing that doesn't work is if you start doing normal plays and then try to use Red Eyes Fusion, because no. Not what you want. Anyway, shuffling up, cutting up, and now we're going to go second. So we now want some of our interactions, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, double starters. 6. Okay. This is the only kind of semi-issue, but you still have the ability of Black Metal Dragon to target a Red Eyes once you control and equip it from the hand. So that's where this can bypass having multiple normal summons. So you're kind of okay there. You could very easily just go Insight, add Red Eyes Fusion, activate Red Eyes Fusion, get your Red Eyes Dark Dragoon on the field, and then Dragoon just goes pop, burn, attack. And that sometimes can be enough a game. But we're actually going to try and play this one through. So let's go with normal summon Ether Barrel. Effect will then allow us to grab Lordy Load. There we go. Let me just double check this one. Also, you cannot activate the effects of special on monsters on the field this turn, which is fine because we are going to allow us to add. Do I want Primite Fusion? I'm trying to think what Primite Fusion is going to allow us to get access to. Field Graveyard or Banishment into the deck. Don't know if there's any cards I want to send. It has to send a face down card we control to the graveyard. I do need to get the Red Eyes Metal Claw to the field, which is fine because then I can equip it with the Black Metal Dragon. We do get to add the Max Metamorph from the deck. I don't know if Insight's needed, to be honest. Like, this would give me the Return of the Red Eyes, but let's sacrifice that one. Summon this down. Send in the Red Eyes Insight. In doing so, I get to add. Oh no, I have to have Max Metamorph on the field of graveyard to add, so I don't get to add the Max Metamorph, which is fine. I just need the Red Eyes monster basically. Target a Red Eyes monster, being the Red Eyes Metal Claw, equipped with the Black Metal Dragon. Then we get to. Is it just permanently? I'm pretty sure I need to have the Red Eyes Metal Claw face up on the field to give me everything I need to. So Probably not going to be as ideal as we want it to be, but we can go... do I need a normal monster in the graveyard? I kind of do, actually. We're going to have to tribute off our Ether Barrel. The reason we do that is we want to still use extra deck monsters effects. So we'll put Red Eyes Black Dragon to the graveyard. I could be more aggressive, actually. What does it give me access to? This will give me access to Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Or it'll give me access to Borreload Furious Dragon. Or I can get access to Dark Magician, the Knight of Dragon Magic. So I've got 3 options I can get to. The only issue is I have to sacrifice the Red Eyes Metal Claw Dragon. Which is kind of fine. I mean, I'd still do the Ether Barrel play. It's just whether I send Red Eyes Black Dragon or if I send something else. I mean, I don't think this is going to break a field, unfortunately. So maybe I have to go on the defensive. So because I have to go on the defensive, okay, maybe we don't send then. So if I have to go on the defensive, I probably do both of these. Go into Hieratic Seals. Red Eyes Metal Dragon would then allow me to grab the Red Eyes Black Full Metal, reveal the Full Metal, put it back into the deck, grab us on Max Metamorph. So I get set for the following turn. I still need a normal monster, which is fine. So we then have to use the second effect of Lordy Load to grab us access to Red Eyes. I'm pretty sure Primite Fusion is supposed to be set as well, by the way, so apologies. Now we can activate our Primite Fusion. I mean, what defensive option do I have? Probably go Borreload Furious Dragon, if I'm being honest. Because Meteor Comet Burst doesn't do anything. So we'll have to put back Red Eyes, and then we'll put back... Just needs to be a Dark Dragon, so let's put back Black Metal Dragon, which is fine. So we've got the Max Metamorph here. Okay, that's fine. So I leave this on this one. The Primite Fusion does its job. I get into a Borreload Furious Dragon. Then we have to pass our opponent's turn. During our opponent's turn, we'll have Hieratic Seals. Seals can then grab us. Let me just double check the Max Metamorph. I need to tribute off. Is it a 7 or a 6? Level 5 or higher, which is fine. So we'll go out for the Magnamut. We'll use Magnamut's effect to search. Then we can use Max Metamorph tribute off the Magnamut to give us access to our Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. So we get the search in the end phase. Furious Dragon just needs to target a monster we control on a card our opponents control, destroy them, banish this card from the grave, target a Dark Link monster on our grave and special summon it. So I mean I can sacrifice itself, which is probably what you'd end up doing above anything else. But the idea is, again, you're just going to loop some resource now. So I'm just going to move this over to here because this is equipped to this. Let's say we use Borreload, Furious Dragon, destroy. End phase, resolve Magnamut, searches out a dragon. So I'm going to grab us our Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. We've got Full Metal to protect, comes back to us, draw for turn, draw phase, grab us back our Barrel. Barrel can normal summon. Barrel can then grab Lordy Load. Activate Lordy Load, can then grab us Drill Beam. So we've got that set up for this turn. And then we've got Meteor, send Red Eyes. Now, Primite Fusion does have an effect in the grave. I'm just going to try and remember what it is. Banish it from the grave, add a level 5 or higher Primite. Okay, blech. Don't want to do that. Okay, so then this is currently what we have here. I can special summon a normal monster back with the Lordy Load, or directly from the deck, which I don't think is needed. I could tribute off the Ether Barrel to send, which again I also don't think is needed. I think we're just gonna probably go for the aggression. So it'd probably just be 2016 38, and then you'd set the Drill Beam. And Lordy Load will then summon directly from the deck Let's get the Red Eyes Black Dragon. I don't even know why Ether Barrel's still on the field. What would I link the Ether Barrel off? I could put it into, I suppose I could go into SP Little Knight, maybe. That might have then been worth like main phase 2, SP Little Knight. Obviously you could go Striker Dragon into SP Little Knight if you want to banish a card. But yeah, you can see the deck's a lot weaker going second, which is kind of a given really. We'd only have, I mean, still a quarter of the deck is still like go second interruptions. Still got like Fall on the Virtuous, still got Ashes, Fua losses as well. So anyway, our final test stand going second will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there we go. We see our disruptions. Let's go. Ash was definitely used, no doubt about that. I mean, our normal summon will be Black Metal Dragon. Droplet sending Black Metal Dragon will be godly here, but we don't need to. Link this off into Striker Dragon. Black Metal Dragon's effect, grab us. Red Eyes Full Metal, reveal this, gets us our Max Metal Morph, which can be set, which we can then send with our Claw, and then reset with our Max Metal Morph, and then activate. Tribute this off, grab us this, and then we've got, I mean, it's still not perfect, but still, we can then go Insight, send Red Eyes, get us access to return. Could send Meteor, but that's probably not worth. Set and set. Striker's still not really doing a lot for us, but got our Omni, attack, and then during our opponent's turn, we've got Return of the Red Eyes, Return back Red Eyes, then got Droplet that technically, if it wanted to, could send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you wanted to. But honestly, I think you probably just end up sending Striker Dragon. Actually, quite like the maximum of being equipped here. You could send the Red Eyes as well. It doesn't make that big of a difference. So that's negate 2. Draw for turn. I mean, pretty broken, but ignoring that, we just go Return of the Red Eyes, bring back Red Eyes. Probably in this scenario, this is where you might would have liked to... I mean, you wouldn't be able to use the Return of the Red Eyes, but you could have sent the Black Metal Dragon, Meteor Dragon, sorry, and then the Meteor Dragon can get you your Red Eyes Fusion. But normal summon Beryl, and then you just snowball from there because you've still got your Omni. That's the one big thing about Red Eyes which makes it a big difference is the access to the Omni. Just being able to use this is really, really important. Anyway, that is it for the test hand video for the day. Just to kind of show you the basics of what it tries to do and how it tries to achieve it. It can be very, very good. It is very consistent. It's not, unfortunately, on the level of Blue Eyes. It's not, unfortunately, on the level of, like, the modernized decks. It is desperate for support. I mean, technically, if you count this as its last support, I can't remember what set this came out in, but we got a reprint in Mega Tins last year. This came out in Dune. So, again, still not that old. It really does need some more support. It needs another starter. Like, the Blackstone Legend is just not that great of a start. Actually, I think this was the most recent one in Alim. Yeah, the Blackstone Legend is just not that good of a starter. This is crazy good, but you just don't want it to be your starter. Like, just equipping it to a Red Eyes can be quite effective for you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. If you do have any questions at all, by all means, please put in the comments down below. I am more than happy to answer them. For now, as absolutely always, stay safe and, of course, happy dueling.